Right, hello everyone. I'm just going to do a quick video because Melissa's just been down, she's just gone home. We've been doing some painting. My family's gone to Turkey, so I've had quite a few people round. And we've just been chilling, like Bam turned up to animate, my friend that does animation, she's from Mongolia, and we got the easel out in the garden, started doing some channeling, so I was just going to quickly show you it, because I know it would take Melissa a few days to edit, so, or like maybe not a few days, but she's got some editing to do, so I thought I'd just do an update now quick, to let everyone see how the progress is going. Melissa's going to edit some because she took step by step, but I was just seeing quite a few things in it now and I felt a bit excited to do it. So I'm just going to go through it because since Melissa said the woman in it, it's like... So I started painting, I was having this vision of the earth with the lava. Like the lava like turning white. Almost like a creamy, like crystalline, like... Basically like water. I know the lava is like water anyway, but it was just showing me a creamy white, you know, like... Not like a star. It was still moving like lava. It was moving even faster than it does normally. Anyway, I was trying to draw it, and it was showing me this, and then obviously the Wood Wide Web. And then in Cambodia a couple of years ago, like, you know, I said I carry my books everywhere around with me. And I was being shown to do this landscape because I was going to do it upright with the Wood Wide Web, the trees coming out of it, and then it was showing me the Wood Wide Web drinking this from the middle of the plasma. And yeah, I did this drawing a couple of years ago in I think 2016 on one of the Cambodian islands, just off Thailand, just off the coast of Thailand, where all the luminescence and that is. They're kind of like Faroe Islands out there still. So yeah, I was sketching that, and then I decided to do it landscape because I was seeing that something needed to be either side of it as well as this way, and I could still fit the image in that way. So basically, I was looking, and then when I walked in my room to get my paint, I was looking at my book, and this is what I drew when I was out there. So this is full of those images like this, but when you turn this way, it's got like a frequency here in the mountains. Then this was like an antenna with stairs and this, and then these are rivers, and this was meant to represent like a tree, like the Wood Wide Web, and then this is also the hand. But if you notice, this is like a human hand, and this is like a metaphysical hand where it's coming off the pages. And then you can see the energies drawing that way, so it's like showing this energy, pushing it that way, then pushing it that way, so it shows like the metaphysical hand. Well, it could be left and right, couldn't it? What you seek is seeking you. So I did that. So yeah, and then this reminded me of the human hand. I haven't finished it yet, there's a bit more detail in the fingers at the top. I'm just waiting for this layer to dry, and then there's the thumb, and then this bit needs to be cut off a bit, but it wanted to be a bit more brighter. I think it's meant to represent the auric field or the Schumann resonance, and then this represented more earthy tones coming out the bottom, so it was reminding me of Gaia coming through with the colours of the earth. And then this, I'm still adding to it, but it didn't want to let me put countries in that, and it just wanted to come through as a colour, really, the orb. I didn't know if it was going to come through as a crystal orb or the earth, or... And then I was drawing, and this was the metaphysical hand. I was turning it portrait as I was doing it as well, like I showed you with the book. So like there's an elephant here, there's its trunk, there's its feet and its ears, so it's coming up that way. I don't know if that camera probably doesn't work. And then there's trees here, and then there's the Wood Wide Web drinking from the plasma. So I've swapped those like veins into the white, so it's like the Wood Wide Web, so it's meant to represent the plasma being drunk here, but it's in the metaphysical hand with the frequency above it. And then obviously the colours speak, like third eye. This reminded me more of a temple with steps. And then there's an elephant, so it's representing India, I think, to me, because this links to India with me. And then one of these wanted to be a volcano, one of these, but the frequency was coming from the trees, the woodward web. Hopefully you can see. Oh, there you go. So it was coming from here, yeah. And yeah, the blue and the purple like third eye. Yeah, it's the faster wavelength, so it's the quicker one being drawn this way. And then this wanted to come through. It was reminding me of a symbol that I've seen a few times, like in Egypt and that. But yeah, what I was doing was then the tourist field started coming through here, down the bottom, and then out of this hand too, and then I was going to do purple shooting out, or something shooting out the top, but then Melissa saw a lady's, like she kept seeing a bum, and then I changed it a bit yesterday, because she could see these two, and we decided it looked like a feminine figure, like within. But yeah, this one wanted to be a volcano coming. This from the woodward web here, and then it was going in here, and then I could see this open, but I don't know, this doesn't represent anywhere, it's just representing Gaia, what I'm seeing. And then also this, if this is a temple, whatever this bit is, which is in the thumb, the metaphysical, then this stroke coming down here also was like a tail of plasma. You know, like an electrical charge, if you pulled it out and it would be moving on its own. This is what I was seeing here. And then this is the hand, obviously going back in the tourist field, which also makes a woman, and it was reminding me of like an egg as well. Like an egg, like a woman's egg. And we said also, oh, go on. Yeah, I said also it could be, if this was a woman's body, which it is coming up from the bottom, this would be where the womb would be. This would be where the womb would be. And then it would represent the egg as well. So we were saying, oh, is it to do with the orbs, the crystal orbs, because I've been painting loads of orbs, and then the earth. It could be the womb of the earth it's representing too, you know. And then it could be the chakras coming up to here, merging in. But yeah. Just wanted to show you that, and then I'll quickly show you the lion outside as well. We've been outside painting. He's turned white now. I've been mixing up the layers with the UV. So at night it looks really bright too. And the white actually flicks out in the UV, so it's nice to layer it with that too. The two phoenixes at the top, two heads. This also reminded me of the womb, this bit here. Because the last time I did it, there was a being in this. I was trying to elaborate on it. So yeah. I will actually turn it so you can see what I'm about with the other. It's not done. This layer's a lot smoother, so it's not actually on canvas. It's on an old piece of canvas because I've run out of canvas, and you know what I'm like about painting on squares, but I just wanted to do this larger painting, so I had to go over an older piece of canvas. So the canvas is actually it's quite smooth, so it's a bit hard to paint with oil, because oil you get a lot more texture to it. So as you can see here, it's like a bit, it's not as smooth as it normally is. If I smudge it with my finger, then it would be smoother. So I've had to use my fingers a lot in this painting, so it needs a load more layers to get the actual depth to it, because you need to sit oil paint on the whole piece, and oil paint's quite expensive, and I'm actually looking into making my own anyway. Well, this is what we want to be doing for the future, because as soon as you change these instruments, I'm instantly using minerals, and we're made out of minerals, and the Earth's made out of minerals. So then I'm creating dimensions with real minerals instead of ones that are toxic. So see if you get any more images in it this way, because that's a whole nother layer of image in it now. I just realised I was filming up. Sorry, I really can't see what I'm doing. Move this. Right. A lot of love, guys. A lot of love.